In a world without art.
You do not wish for rain until there is a drought. And you do not wish for art because you believe it's something we can live without.
Well, I started dancing from the age of 3. I just went to a local dance school in Bristol for a while.
Well, I started playing the violin when I was about 5.
Yeah, it was about the same for me. Like, someone came into school and played the violin and I was really inspired.
I've been dancing since I was really, really young. And then one day I just saw some people breakdancing on the street and realised that it was all these things I loved about these things that I was doing.
Every day I add to my regrets a list of all the things that I didn't say.
Art makes people feel certain ways and adds emotion behind things. All the creativity and entertainment and basically what makes, in my opinion, the world fun is all to do with art.
The fact that in this big wide universe we can sit here on this little tiny planet and create the most beautiful things out of it.
And just putting new ideas into the world that people might not have thought about the world in that way before, and to be able to say, what about this?
So that's how I kind of understand the world around me and understand my own emotions, is if I get them on paper. You do not wish for rain until it leaves for a while, and dry mouths open up as wide as cracks in the ground. You do not wish for rain until there is a drought. You do not wish for art until your sons and daughters grow up with hearts that crack too. Because empathy and compassion were never allowed to sprout, because there are some things that grammar, punctuation and pie charts leave out. There are some answers that you cannot find in multiplications. And I'm not trying to overcomplicate things, it's pretty simple. What? That was really horrible.
I have always wanted to do this. Like, oh my gosh. That's really weird.
I have found joy. I have found joy in the way words feel as they roll out of my mouth, the scratch of a pen across paper. Sharing stories with people who listen, shouting stories at people who don't. There's a shimmer of a smile on my lips at the cold morning air.
So many stories within us, and I think not all of them are told in the way that academics and the way that big institutions want us to tell them or want us to communicate. Most of our interaction is based through what we learn through arts and the empathy and the compassion that we learn through arts.
I think that art in schools, it encourages young people to think differently. Maths is about finding an answer, science about researching, but art and music and drama and all of those subjects, they encourage you to think creatively and imaginatively and expressing all of these thoughts and feelings that you can't express in other subjects, or at least you can't express well.
Even at sixth form, if I hadn't been able to study photography and I also did art and dance and all those sorts of things, just life would be very boring and there'd be nothing to be inspired about and nothing to kind of work towards, because all the time, like, you're using your imagination, your creativity, there'd be nowhere to put all that.
A world without art would be a world of silence.
It would be a world where, no one would have the freedom to express anything.
Yeah, a world without art would be pretty dismal.
In a world without art, we would not make this film.
Every day I add to my regrets a list of all the things that I didn't say. So live for today, make every ambition become a reality.
Bye.